Welcome back. The sports world lost an icon earlier this week with the passing of former NBA Commissioner David Stern. And joining me now to shed some light on Stern's impact on the NBA, former Sacramento Bee sports columnist Ailene Voisin. And you kept in regular contact with David, so much so that he even knew the name of your dog. Just tell me about what he was like and maybe a favorite memory you have from knowing him so long.
Well, you know, I was just thinking about how I've pretty much known him my entire adult life, and certainly my entire journalism career. I met him at '81. Players in the league, it's kind of it's a familial relationship there. Right. It's much closer than most, I think. A lot of respect on both ends.
Yeah, and absolutely. And we were just kind of talking about how respected David Stern is league-wide. I have yet to hear anything ill or bad about him, but it seems like he holds a special place in the hearts of Sacramentans.
Now, they might disagree with you in Seattle.
Sure.
Okay, because they weren't happy about the fact that he let Seattle move. But part of that is, you know, that preceded the threat of Sacramento. I mean, Seattle had multiple chances to keep a team. I know David told me numerous times he begged Steve Ballmer to buy the team when Howard Schultz was selling it. And, you know, from what I was told, Ballmer kept leading the league on, like, I'm interested, I'm not interested, I'm all in, I'm not all in. And so the league David became furious with him about it. I look at what happened here with Sacramento. It all came together. I mean, I look back all the years, the incarnations, I mean, year after year. I moved here in 1997 from Atlanta. I remember David called me and he said, you know, if you leave, there's a very good chance there's not going to be a franchise in Sacramento in a year or two. So I think that the fact there were tough years, there were chances I thought the Kings were leaving, although David kept persisting and trying and trying and trying. And I think that it all came to, it really just all was like the perfect positive storm. Yeah, he definitely cared about Sacramento. I think he was very proud. I remember flying in with him for the dedication of David J. Stern Walk. And it was not particularly sentimental, openly sentimental, but he really is. I mean, he loves people, he loves a good story, he loves relationships. And he had a lot of, you know, he had relations with people here in Sacramento. He became very fond of people here. You know, in his office, actually, he has a copy of the license plate, David J. Stern Walk.
Oh, wow.
Hanging up in his office, yeah.
Wow.
So that it was, it meant a lot to him.
Do you think that he would consider his greatest accomplishment throughout his 30 years keeping the team in Sacramento and delivering on that regard?
No, I don't think it would be his greatest. It was his last. It was the last greatest accomplishment. I mean, he wound up resigning, retiring. He just did not retire, as he said.
Sure.
He went on to different other ventures, right? But it was his last big play. You know, what he did, the transition from the league, it's not the league, it's the players, and how important it was to develop and nurture player personalities. That's all David's. That was the genius of David. You know, you're not just going to sell a game. You're going to sell the personalities. And, you know, he'd call you when you lost a loved one. Every writer I know it's been around a long time, has had those stories about hearing from David, receiving flowers, a personal note.
Wow.
So he was a bigger-than-life figure. I think everybody's really indebted to him and just, you know, appreciate him for the fact that he was in our life, both professionally and personally.
Yeah.
I think that's how most of us feel.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we will continue to remember the life and legacy of David Stern online. We have stories on how the Kings even paid tribute to him during their first game since his passing. I want to thank Ailene Voisin for joining us and shedding some light on the legacy of former NBA Commissioner David Stern.